Hey there, friends. How you doing? It's David D at PRM. So I just came across an article from CNBC. It's originally from August of 2017, but they reran it the other day, and it's entitled, quote, $1,000 per month cash handout would grow the economy by 2.5 trillion, end quote. So, like I said, it's a 2017 article, but with the popularity of UBI, because of people like Andrew Yang forcing it out into the mainstream and on the internet, they ran this article again, so that's cool, and we'll go over some stuff in it. First of all, I hate the framing. It's such an old, like, right-wing, antiquated framing, just by using the word handout. It has a stigma attached to it. It has a negative effect to, it just casts a shadow on these things. Because when people see the word handout, they don't think of something positive. So if they see the word handout, it's nothing positive, well, then this article is crap. The findings in it are crap. I'm just going to write the whole thing off because I heard the word handout. That's what some people may think here. And I'm really glad that Andrew Yang has changed the framing from words like handout to freedom dividend. That's such a positive framing when it comes to UBI, because it is like a dividend. We are stockholders in America, and we can declare ourselves a dividend. Stockholders do it all the time. I love the framing. Anyway, this study was reported by the left-leaning Roosevelt Institute, and I believe Andrew Yang, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe Andrew Yang's data is mostly from the Roosevelt Institute and this study, so it's very relative. They went over universal basic income, and they went over partial basic income. So it seems like there's a micro UBI out there. I think Mike Revelle might even be supporting it, and other candidates. But Andrew's obviously universal basic income. But a partial basic income is still on the table with a lot of people, and the article talks about that. I read this quote. I love this quote. The larger the UBI, the greater benefit to the economy, end quote. That is huge. I mean, anybody you talk to who has a problem with UBI, which I would find them to be a suspect, like right off the bat, but they are out there. And all you have to do is tell them the more UBI that's given, the greater the economy is going to do. Okay? It just puts money back into the economy. It creates jobs. It creates so much. And people just are under the impression that a handout, okay, is going to leave, taxpayers burdened and stuff like that. And it's just not true if we do it right. And Andrew's talked about the VAT at 10%, a value-added tax. And there's other ways of getting the revenue. Okay, so quote, $1,000 cash handout to all adults would grow the economy by 12.5% after 8 years, end quote. So just to give you an idea, UBI is great for the economy. It grows economies. It's silly to not consider UBI at this point. And people like Mark Zuckerberg are for it. Elon Musk are for UBI. And many other very wealthy people are. In part, it's probably a better option than a lot of left-leaning options, where the redistribution of wealth would take a lot more than UBI would take from them. So I understand why. But it's still good to have them for this, at least, at a minimum, right? So it's definitely popular amongst billionaires. So we need them on board for this. So this was a nice article. I'll post it down in the comments. Let's talk about it. Like, share, and subscribe.